A group trip can be created from your dashboard or from your trip list. Click on Group, No Contract. Fill out your group trip form. The group number can be a number that you received from your tour operator, or it can be a number that you've created for your own group. We'll use a timestamp here. We use FunJet as our tour operator for this example. And we'll say that this is a family reunion that's going on a cruise. We'll use the Royal Caribbean Aurora of the Seas in our example. Be sure to add your trip start and end dates. And save your form. You'll notice that the trip form in the beginning is a little bit simpler than the standard trip form, and that's because some of the information is included in the reservations for each of these. We'll look at those next. A reservation is a little like a trip within a trip. So the group trip creates an umbrella or a place to hold multiple reservations. We'll begin by creating a reservation. We'll say that this one's for the Smith family. A lot of the information is defaulted from the group trip, so we can just give it a description and click Save. Just like a regular trip, you can add a room category and a room number, and you can add multiple if you have more than one room for this booking. And just like a standard trip, you can add one or more travelers. Next, we'll add a booking for this reservation. Again, this is just like a standard trip booking. You can give it a description if you'd like. We'll leave that blank. Enter your package price and commission earned, and save your form. Next, we'll record a payment for this booking. Then we'll look at the Invoice tab. You can see that the invoice for this is for this reservation, for the bookings that we create for this reservation, and it shows the payments that we've made. Just like a standard trip, you can look at the detailed invoice, you can send invoices, and you can view a history of the invoices that you've sent. Let's create another reservation so you can see the relationships between reservations and the group trip. Again, just like a standard trip, you can see that this traveler has a birthday and an anniversary occurring during the trip. We'll also add a secondary traveler. And if the traveler doesn't already exist, just click Create a New One. Enter additional information if you have it, or just click Create. Let's create a booking for this reservation as well. And we'll leave the booking description blank again. Now let's go back out to the Reservations tab, and we can see the individual reservations that we've created. We have 2 reservations, one for the Jones family, one for the Smith family. We can view the travelers for each of these. We can view the payments made for each of them, and we can see the total amounts across the entire group trip. We can add as many reservations as we need here, and we can export this data. We can export a travelers list with names and addresses. That's very useful for creating mailing lists or mailing labels. And we can create a rooming information list. Both of these export to Excel, which you can then use in Numbers or Google Sheets if you are not an Excel user. Creating group trips is almost as simple as creating a standard group, standard trip, but gives you a lot of flexibility in keeping them bundled together. If we look back at our trips list now, we see one trip instead of the 2 trips for the individual reservations. Then we can access it and look at those reservations. If you haven't watched the demonstration on standard trips, there's a lot of additional functionality that's covered in that training session.
Be sure to check out our YouTube channel for more training videos and our TESS for Travel Agents Facebook page, which features lots of tips and tricks for making the most of your software. We have new subscriber training weekly, and those times are posted on our trytess.com website and our Facebook page. If you have a question or a suggestion for a training video, email sales@trytess.com. Thanks for your partnership with TESS, powered by Travel eSolutions.